Hello, Steve White, Trekboy89 for SteveRs89. Just thinking about Doctor Who. I did a couple of videos, and something I sort of mentioned in the other videos, I just sort of want to talk about for a minute. Doctor Who himself as a character, how appealing is he? I grew up watching repeats of the Colin Baker years and didn't know they were repeats. I thought that was like being filmed at the time, but it was actually like 10 years old or something. And he's my Doctor, and I liked him. He was fun, and I enjoyed the show. What happened after that was they changed the Doctor. The next Doctor was not fun, especially not to his companion, who apparently choked and traumatized and made them not even want to be there, which really shocked me to hear that. I've just been doing a bit of research in the show, and there's things I just didn't know anything about because I'm not a big Doctor Who fan. Like, so I just watched some of the Doctor Who Colin Baker years when I was growing up, and then I didn't watch it again until the first season. I hated Christopher, what's the name of the actor they got to play Doctor Who for that first season? Eccleston. He was awful, hated him, couldn't stand looking at him, can't stand looking at him now, was glad they got rid of him. But I didn't really like the other Doctor Who's much either. They were better, but they changed the character of Doctor Who. He sort of became this big threatening force or something, and he just wasn't fun anymore. He used to be this fun companion. He started off being like a fatherly teacher figure, and then he just became this fun sort of guy with a weird scarf and big hair. And then he just sort of turned into this omnipotent sort of godlike sort of creature. And then that even the canon and all that changed, and he's just not like, I wouldn't want to be in the TARDIS with this guy half the time. And that was sort of the appeal. You just wanted to go on an adventure with Doctor Who. A lot of these Doctors you don't want to. I think they've really sort of hurt Doctor Who in some ways by how they've changed and characterized the Doctor. And because I had a limited perspective on Doctor Who, I didn't realize how much they'd changed the character until I was sort of doing a little bit of research on it. I still haven't watched all the episodes. I'm just going on what other people have said in criticisms. But now Ncuti Gatwa, I'm not sure how to say his name, but he's adorable, and his Who actually seems fun. I would like to go on an adventure with this Doctor Who and his companion. So that's going to help the show. It's going to make it more appealing. But because Disney Plus has basically Disney Plus has basically bought Doctor Who from the BBC, and now they're preferencing American viewings and primetime and everything. I'm not sure it's going to help, because what's going to happen is they're going to make Doctor Who so expensive that it's not going to be profitable, because spending more money on it and making it more flashy and showing it in America, preferencing American rather than BBC, is not going to increase the audience and the fan base, and they're not going to make the money they think they're going to make. Just like Star Trek with the Bad Robot films, they thought they'd spend a bunch of money on it, they'd get a bigger audience, they'd get the general audience. They never did, and they've just made the Star Trek films too expensive to produce now, and they can't make a Star Trek film. Doctor Who's going to become the same, because they've applied the same mentality to it. And I'm just upset that the BBC sold out this cultural icon, this significant British cultural thing, to Disney to get a bunch of money, and they're just going to hurt the brand in the long run and the show in the long run. And I just had to comment on that. And what could have saved the show was bringing Ncuti Gatwa and having a more appealing, fun Doctor Who and a more appealing, fun adventure, is going to be killed by the production issues that Disney's causing and the distribution issues that Disney's causing. Like, for example, in Australia, we used to watch it on ABC. For generations, we watched it on ABC and on ABC iViewer. Now we have no access to it. Once Disney bought it, that deal was cut with ABC, and we lost it for the first time in like 60 years. And we didn't get it back. As far as I know, you can only watch it on Disney Plus. So that's going to limit it and hurt it. And they need to think of the brand overall longevity, and they're just thinking short-term money, streaming, and we're seeing how streaming is not working out the way they thought it would, and that's a whole nother video. I don't want to get in over 5 minutes with this video. It's supposed to be a short video, but I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. I like the character of Doctor Who, and I'm making this video in part because people will think, oh, he's a white guy, he's criticising the new Doctor Who show, he must be racist and not like Ncuti Gatwa. I'm like, no, I do, he's really cute. And the Doctor actually seems fun, and all the clips and videos and pictures I've seen have made me want to watch the show, whereas the last few Doctors, I just looked at them like, ugh. Especially the second last one before Jodie, that old guy. I'm like, I don't want to be in a TARDIS with this guy. He looks no fun. And maybe that may be superficial, but that's part of it, and that's just part of it. You have to acknowledge the show has to be fun, and people have to want to go on the adventure with Doctor Who. That's part of it. and it has to be profitable. And they've got one thing right, but they've totally screwed up the other part. So I'm going to go, did I already say that? I don't know.